So it's Halloween, it's a full moon, a blue moon apparently, and it's also the weekend that for many of us, we do the time change again. So today I want to talk about something that was really interesting for me when I first started studying gut health, as well as having a daughter who had all kinds of different issues. And that is understanding if the full moon does in fact influence our behavior, our children's behavior, cognition, and so forth. So the short and the long answer is yes. Believe it or not, this is not Halloween woo-woo. This is pure science. So first of all, during the full moon, your serotonin levels go up and your melatonin levels go down. And melatonin, if you're not familiar, is the hormone that helps us fall asleep and stay asleep. And it's also the hormone that helps to control our immune system. So serotonin's higher than usual, melatonin's lower than usual. That will affect our children's behavior. It can cause insomnia. A lot of adults will say that they don't sleep as well during the full moon. Well, now you know why. But let's get a little bit deeper into that. So as you know, if you've been following me for a while, a lot of children with learning behavior, ADHD, autism, mood disorders, whatever you want to, whatever that looks like, have an imbalanced gut bacteria. And parasites are part of that gut bacteria. So Lyme, for example, is a parasite. It's a bacteria. And as you know, it can significantly impact mood. It can cause serious cognitive decline that looks a lot like dementia, or in some kids looked like autism, was not in fact autism, was Lyme, and so forth. So, and one of the main complaints of Lyme's patients is that they have terrible insomnia. So what does this all have to do with your child? Well, first of all, I just want to clarify that your child can have parasites and you don't know it because it's not that serious. It won't get picked up on most medical tests because if you go to your regular family doctor and ask for tests, they're looking for really dangerous parasites. These ones are not even on their radar, and it's not even part of the testing. It won't even scan for it or test for it. However, it was whenever someone had said to me, a practitioner said, well, is your daughter's behavior worse during the full moon? And I was like, what are you talking about? And so then I started paying attention and noticed that her behavior was worse during the full moon. Learned that it was parasites, but didn't really know the science behind it. It was only several years later when I did further training, did training as a gut and psychology practitioner. And so basically the long and the short of it is that parasites are most active. First of all, they're most active at night, and they are most active during the full moon. And the reason for that is they have these serotonin receptors, and your serotonin or your child's serotonin is already higher during the full moon, and that's what causes them to move and be more active. And they're basically having a party during the full moon, further irritating your child's nervous system. And on top of this party, this is when they reproduce. This is when they lay their eggs. So your child who might normally have a bit of insomnia or a hard time getting to sleep, that can be way more exacerbated. Same with their mood, their behavior, their anxiety, just emotions, all that type of stuff, or even their cognition. So all of that to say it aggravates their nervous system, and that is why kids and adults can be affected, or even their challenges can become particularly pronounced during the full moon. So in my 6-month program, the Full Potential Formula, we address this. I walk my clients through a protocol that I have found, of all the protocols I've seen in my years of doing this, that is very, very effective. Be careful of drugstore, or I don't want to say drugstore, like health store protocols. I don't want to say they're all bad, but there's some that are really not effective. It definitely has to be done long enough. It has to be tailored to your child. But I will give you one tidbit. If you are going to do a parasite protocol, this is why you want to do it 3 days before the full moon, the official full moon starts. So today's like the official full moon, because you want to get those parasites before they start laying their eggs and so forth, and you want to continue that for a few cycles. So let me know in the comments below if you have noticed if your child's behavior, learning, cognition, mood, any of that stuff, or even yourself, is aggravated during the full moon or worse during the full moon, how the full moon affects you, and if this is news to you, what you found surprising or interesting. So if you found this helpful, please share, and in the link below I will post my starter kit, the Laser Focus Learner, to help your child get better focused, learning, and reaching their full potential. Thanks for watching.